Hey, good morning, everyone. I I apologize. There will be a change in modality for class today. I'm part of the international committee for a group called Math Education and Society. We have our conference going on right now, and today's the last day of the conference actually, and a meeting was scheduled actually a couple days ago for 3 o'clock today, and I expect the meeting to go at least an hour. So I'm not going to be able to get our class started on time. So most of today's work was going to be just working through some problems, some trig related sort of story problems, I guess you'd say. And I really think that would still be valuable for you to do. And so I'm structuring class today, asking you all to get together in small groups online. I'm sure one of you can set up a Zoom or Teams or whatever your preferred video conference manner is. Get together, send me a link to join you, just in case you have any problems or I get out of this meeting soon enough, I might pop in to just check in. But I would like you to work on the slides as I've given instructions. So kind of the same typical setup. Go to the slide deck for today. I will ask that all of you at 3:30, so as soon as you're done watching this video, I assume you watch this at 3:30, then begin this problem right here. And by 3:45, I hope that someone has created the Zoom link or whatever sort of video conference link and shared it with the others, and you get together and talk about your solution to this. Here are the groups that I've assigned for who gets together. So first thing to do once you get together is just compare your graphs and see if you've got an equation that you've created together. Once that's done, I want you to go to this task called trig problem set. I believe this link works properly today, and finish problem 2 on that, which this problem is. Then do problem 1. So together as a group, do those 2 problems. I definitely want you to record your solutions to your assigned slide. Then in addition, do one of the problems 3, 4, 5, or 6 and record that to your assigned slide. You can duplicate these slides, you can write small, however you want to split things up, but I would like to see everything being recorded. While I'm in my meeting, I will also be watching the slides to just monitor and try to make comments if you're stuck. And as I said, I think my meeting might be done before class is over, and then I will join you. I know this is weird, so basically I'm asking you to take the time from 3:30 to 4:45 to get together in your small group for an hour and 15 minutes. The first 15 minutes will be private work time. Somebody will send out a video link. And then the remaining hour, I would like you to work together basically on 3 problems, 1, 2, 3, and report them out. As always, I would encourage you to look at the final slides. This one, I just sort of point to, we're really just looking at the generalized sine function repeatedly in these tasks and thinking about the parameters A, B, C, and D. I created 2 videos last year that are still appropriate to just talk through problem 1 and problem 5. For the if you just want to look at me doing that, the Jamboard also has some of the notes in the videos if you're interested to look at those. But then do read through these 2 summaries. Basically, I remind you that A, B, C, and D, the impacts on them, and generally a comment on how do you figure B. Well, take a look at the period of the sinusoidal function, the period meaning when it goes up, down, and back to the starting spot. You could think about it as rotating completely once around the Ferris wheel. B is equivalent to 2 pi radians divided by B, or 360 degrees divided by B. I talk about in the videos sort of 2 strategies for writing equations. You might just build from the context, like build the values of A, B, C, and D from the context, like we sort of did with the Ferris wheel. Remember, the diameter of the Ferris wheel was 50 feet. So we knew the parameter A off the top of my head. I'm sorry, I'm doing that. I'm winging that. We knew the Ferris wheel was lifted 65 feet off the ground, so we knew D was 65. Or you might just start with a standard sine function. I've seen a lot of people have success writing y equals sine x into Desmos, and then beginning to put values for A, B, C, and D in, and sort of modifying until, oh, okay, I can see how that's matching up. That might be less precise, but a little more guess and check, but also a good strategy, at least to get started. Some of these questions start requiring you to use the inverse trig functions. I'm not going to say much about that. Check with me, though, if you're getting stuck on that. And I want to remind you that when your calculator spits out an angle, a result for sine or tangent or cosine, be thoughtful about the meaning of that value. If you're getting a positive result and expected a negative, interpret that. So always adapt the solutions that your calculator is spitting out to the context. I think you'll see when, like, again, be thoughtful about the meaning of the answer that you're getting, and think about what that means in the context, and you'll start seeing more precisely what reference angles are about. I believe the reading in the textbook will say more about that at some point. Here's the big thing. If you've listened this far, we're not going to do the midterm on Thursday because I'm not going to be there today. I don't want to raise stress for anybody. So we will not do the midterm on Thursday. We will do it next Tuesday instead. So next Tuesday, I will expect you all to be working from wherever you are at home. No working collaboratively, but plan for the full hour and 15 minutes to be dedicated to the midterm. I will be in the Zoom room for to launch us if you want to join in there to hear anything from me, but you don't have to. But I will always be there if you have a question. This Thursday, I'm expecting you all to be on campus because I know you have a 5 o'clock class. So we will run class on Thursday, and we'll get into trig identities. So the homework I'm going to assign tonight, which I haven't edited yet, but will soon in D2L, I'm going to get you starting to think about some of those trig identities. Okay, I hope that wasn't too long, but hopefully that's enough to kind of give you some orientation to class today.